Hey everyone, this is Hoodie Angel Brandon here with a fairly quick video. Normally I do the reaction-y type things on longer things where there's a lot to actually discuss my thoughts on, but this is just so incredible. You probably already know, but an update just dropped for Fire Emblem Heroes with the long-awaited information on what sacred coins are for. They were introduced back in like August with no knowledge of what they were for, with just the promise of we'll say what they're for later. Time went on. Eventually that got narrowed down to October. And so everyone's just been waiting and hyping and speculating. And I saw things like it's going to be a skill shop. It's going to be for a free, or it's going to be for summoning off of like a pool of units that are like just fodder units. I saw upgrading weapons. And then there was, of course, the troll answers like, oh, well, it's for obviously trading your... You obviously trade coins for badges. It's like, oh, good, thanks. But the most common one was upgrading sacred seals, which I didn't put a lot of stock into because just some of the nutty things you can do. Some of those seals, like at base, they're okay. They're not like game breaking. But when you look at something like distant defense, which is already a solid seal on its own, but imagine stacking distant defense 3 as a sacred seal with distance defense 3 in your A slot, and suddenly you're looking at like what, plus 12 defense and resistance when attacked at range. That's pretty good on units with distant counter in their weapon, like Xander, of course, my favorite, Ryoma, Ike, Camus, Black Knight is running around everywhere now. Obviously less powerful now that Brave Lynn is a thing and she can just say no to any kind of counterattack from those weapons, but it's still a really powerful skill. And even if you don't want to put it on a distant counter melee unit, there are the dragons with the distant counter breaths. There's actually, I've seen some really cool Felicia and Julia builds that use it. Distant defense is just such a good skill. But anyway, they finally have dropped the update that contains info on what these things actually do, and the majority was correct. They are for upgrading our sacred seals, which I'm just part of me didn't want it for that because distant defense 6 essentially would be a thing, but part of me really wanted that because Xander with distant defense 6, ooh boy, that's gonna be fun. He's already my go-to for 85% of content. I don't use him for like Tempest Trials just because I use that for grinding hero merit. But so that update just dropped. Let's take a look at that. I'm so excited for this.
Alright, so we're doing the sacred coins, and here we are. I already did the help thing. I can bring that up real quick. Enhance your sacred seals. Sacred seal creation. Here you can create sacred seals you don't currently have. Badges, great badges, and sacred coins are used to create sacred seals. So obviously, giving a use to those badges that have been collecting dust for ages. Except the prices for these get really steep, as you'll see. I've already seen some other people who already made their, or upgraded their seals online. Gets to be pretty hefty, so badge farming is now a thing, so boy, that's fun. Sacred Seal Enhancement. You can release the power hidden in sacred seals by enhancing them one rank at a time. Badges, great badges, and sacred coins are used to enhance sacred seals, so same thing. So we're going to go from, it starts on creation, we're going back to enhancement, and obviously, distant defense 2 will... Distant defense will become distant defense 2, rather. 60 great badges, 200 regular badges, and 50 sacred coins. Now we know why they gave us so long to start farming these. Go ahead and confirm that. Enhance. And Distant Defense 3. Whopping defense and resistance plus 6 during combat with ranged units. 400 great badges, 1,000 regular badges, and 100 sacred coins. I already did some of the missions from the gauntlet, the voting gauntlet missions to get bonus coins. I started with 127, which wouldn't have even been enough to do this. We're going to go ahead and promote that. And voila. Let's go ahead and take a quick look. Distant Defense 3. Oh boy, I can't wait to try that out. So that's that. Thank you for watching as always, and I'll see you guys next time. This is Hoodie Angel Brandon signing out.